Hello to you all. It's the weekend and I am gearing up to get ready for Chase's party. I've got to go out and run errands. He's got a birthday party tomorrow. And so I've got my mind in two places. I want to make this video because while I was making breakfast this morning, I was listening to Glennon Doyle, because I've told you guys in previous videos that I am rereading the book. And there's so much like really digestible material in there. And so I've been listening to the Audible version while I do my chores or whatever, because it saves me time or whatever. But anyway, there's another chapter that I wanted to share. And then I think there's another book that I have in mind for not tomorrow, but probably Monday or Tuesday when I make my next video, of another really big message. And this is for artists. Oh, my phone's going off. I'll call them back. This is for artists who are on the spiritual path. And her name is Julia Cameron, but I have another idea of some messages that I want that inspire me to make these videos. But today I wanted to talk about a chapter, and it's a shorter chapter. It's called Ghost, from her book, Glennon Doyle's book, Untamed. And it's a really good message about us perfectionists, and especially, I'm a Virgo. I have always had this tendency to be very, very, well, up until, well, especially after I became a mother, I kind of had to throw that out the window. but being a parent is not easy. But before, I had this concept of how I wanted to look, how I wanted to personify myself, how I wanted to, just to express myself in the world. But I had this, she talks about how she has this perfect image of what she wanted to be, and if she didn't live up to it, then she hated herself and she beat herself up. And so I want to talk about this I want to read her chapter, and then, so this is going to be a longer video for you, for those of you that, you need to maybe watch this later when you have more time. But I wanted to talk about it because it's really speaks to me, because in my 20s, I was all about that, especially in the early part of my 20s. I had Chase when I was 27. But the earlier part of my 20s, I was very much into this perfection mindset. And then after I had him, it was I started spiritually awakening. And then I started realizing that I had to embrace my imperfections the more that I've traveled on this spiritual awakening path, the more I'm realizing that self-hatred, judging yourself is terrible. It is the worst thing you can do to yourself, and it also reflects in your life. It's like a mirror effect. Other people won't have as much respect. I mean, what I'm trying to say is you won't have a good quality of life. You won't be mentally healthy if you are constantly thinking about the ways that you're imperfect, instead of just allowing and not judging yourself and embracing who you're becoming, allowing spirit to work through you and help you to just become in the constant becoming, in the constant transformation, in the constant metamorphosis that you're going through in your life, and just really giving yourself self-love in every moment and just saying, fuck it, I'm just going to allow spirit to work through me and help me to become the person that I'm becoming in every second, and embracing all of those shadow sides of ourselves. So this chapter is wonderful, and I want to share it with you. So I'm just going to read. So it's called Ghost. She starts off with, I was born a little broken, with an extra dose of sensitivity. Some horseshit I wrote about myself in my first memoir. And this is becoming, this is who she was then, and now she's realizing different things about herself. When I was in my 20s, I believed that somewhere there existed a perfect human woman. She woke up beautiful, unbloated, clear-skinned, fluffy-haired, fearless and lucky in love, calm and confident. Her life was easy. She haunted me like a ghost. I tried so hard to be her. In my 30s, I gave that ghost the finger. I quit trying to be the perfect woman and decided to celebrate my imperfection. She puts that in quotes. I claimed a new identity. Jacked up human. I announced to anyone who would listen, I'm a hot mess and I'm proud of it. I love this crappy version of humanity that I am. I am broken and I'm beautiful. F you, perfect woman. The problem was that I still believed that there was an ideal human and that I was not her. The problem was that I still believed in ghosts. I had just decided to live in defiance of perfection instead of pursuit of it. So there's like the extremes, like being angry or being angry that you're not perfect or trying to be perfect. Rebellion is as much of a cage as obedience is. They both mean living in reaction to someone else's way instead of forging your own. Freedom is not being for or against an ideal, but creating your own existence from scratch, allowing spirit to live through you and create through you, which is you, which is your own consciousness. That's been a really beautiful experience for me as I'm practicing that spiritual practice more and more. When I think about my own human experience, what honest people have told me about their human experiences and the experiences of every historical and contemporary human being I've ever studied, we all seem to function in the exact same way. We hurt people. We are hurt by people. We feel left out, envious, not good enough, sick and tired. We have unrealized dreams and deep regrets. We are certain that we're meant for more and that we don't ever deserve what we have. We feel ecstatic and then numb. We wish our parents had done better by us. We wish we could do better by our children. We betray and we are betrayed. We lie and we are lied to. We say goodbye to animals, to places, to people we cannot live without. We are so afraid of dying, also of living. We have fallen in love and out of love, and people have fallen in love and out of love with us. We wonder if what happened to us that night will mean we can never be touched again without fear. We live with rage bubbling. We are sweaty, bloated, gassy, oily. We love our children. We long for children. We do not want children. We are at war with our bodies, our minds, our souls. We are at war with one another. We wish we'd said all those things while they were still there. They're still here, and we're still not saying those things. We know we won't. We don't understand ourselves. We don't understand why we hurt those we love. We want to be forgiven. We cannot forgive. We don't understand God. We believe. We absolutely do not believe. We are lonely. We want to be left alone. We want to belong. We want to be loved. We want to be loved. She says this twice. We want to be loved. We want to be loved. We want 3 times. We want to be loved. If this is our shared human experience, where did we get the idea that there is some other, better, more perfect, unbroken way to be human? Where is the human being who is functioning correctly, against whom we are all judging our performances? Who is she? Where is she? What is her life? What is her life if it is not these things? If you are uncomfortable, in deep pain, angry, yearning, confused, you don't have a problem, you have a life. Being human is not hard because you're doing it wrong. It's hard because you're doing it right. You're just living. You're living as a human being with all of the faults and the flaws. You will never change the fact that being human is hard. So you must change your idea that it is ever supposed to be easy and that you're supposed to be perfect or near perfect. That you're supposed to be this semi-ideal image for everybody to look up to. You're just doing it one day at a time. So beautiful. I will not call myself broken, flawed, or imperfect anymore. I will quit chasing ghosts because the chase left me weary. And because I am a woman who no longer believes in ghosts, I am haunted by nothing anymore. And while I can't sit there and say that I am not haunted, I do have plenty of ghosts left that I'm working through. I am learning more and more to embrace the me that is ever becoming, that is not in a static state of resistance. I am allowing spirit to live through me. I am being guided day by day, and I am stopping the judgment as much as I can with myself and definitely with others, because everyone else is in their becoming as well. So we have to step out of that place of the rigid expectations of what someone should or shouldn't be, and also, and even more importantly, because you are living your own life, to step out of that judgment of what you should be or shouldn't be. Allow yourself to become day by day, to flow with what life is giving you and where you are being guided. And also intention setting, of course. That's what my last video was about. You do want to co-create with God. You want to set the intentions of what you desire. But at the same time, you step back and allow God and the universe to bring you in divine timing. And it may not look like what you thought it would look like when you visualize, if you have like vision boards, or you meditate on it, or whatever, however you are trying to manifest things in your life, or praying about it. It's gonna flow the way God wants it to. I mean, you have a life path. You have a divine path that is meant to flow into existence. So you have to trust that. And we get caught in our brains, and then we think things are supposed to be a certain way, and they're just not that way. So, I think I'm just going to wrap it up there. I mean, just allow spirit to flow through you. Allow yourself to become, the resistance is just going to create more problems. Beating yourself up, expecting perfection from yourself, expecting a certain standard of how you're supposed to live your life. It could be anything. It could be the way you dress. It could be how much money you make. It could be how you present yourself to others. It could be anything. The car you drive, anything. It doesn't have to look a certain way. You are just able, God allows you to just experience and live the way that you were meant to experience this incarnation. So just allow yourself grace, continual non-judgment. And the more you do that for yourself, the more it'll happen for other people. I mean, for that, when you're interacting with other people, or when your relationships with people, you won't be so judgmental towards them because you're not being judgmental towards yourself. You're just allowing yourself to experience what God wants you to experience in this moment. And just, living in presence. Eckhart Tolle is the power of now, living in the moment, allowing God to unfold through you. It's very important. So while my last video talked about intention setting and the manifestation process in your life, you also have to have that healthy balance of, yes, this is what I want, and then I'm going to allow it to unfold the way that God wants it to, the way that the universe wants it to. And I'm going to just stay in that flow state, continually. So, anyway, that's my message. I love you guys. Please like and subscribe if you resonate with these messages. I do put a lot of thought and energy into these videos, and I want to help people. So if you resonate, please support me by liking and subscribing. This isn't about me. It's about helping people and spreading my message. So if you like and resonate with these videos, with my messages, with my content, please like and subscribe. And also, if you do want a coaching session whether that be 15 minutes or an hour, you are welcome to contact me at rachelkdonna 1111 at gmail.com, rachelkdonna1111 at gmail.com. I'm trying to get my platforms up, but it's a process, and I also have a lot of other stuff going on right now. So I'll make it easier for you to contact me. But for right now, that's the email that you can contact me at. It doesn't have to be a formal coaching session. I mean, if you want more goals and intentions, you know, like you want to work through more goal-oriented stuff, that's great. But if you also want to just spill the beans and lay it all bare to me, your privacy is respected always, always. And I enjoy having deep conversations with people, and I enjoy having people tell me what's going on in their lives, because I don't know, that's just who I am. I really just love connecting with people and helping them work through the connections you make through being real and authentic with people is very powerful, and it's very beautiful. So if you want to talk, I am open, I am available. You just reach out to me and we'll set up something and we can talk. I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed weekend. I'm going to be gearing up for Chase's birthday party tomorrow. Love you. Talk soon.